Hi students, and welcome to Module 7 of International Law and Politics of Outer Space. This week we'll find out what exactly international law is and how it's different from treaties. And then I want to say a word or two about Assignment 3, due on Friday. So to begin with, you may ask why we need international law when we have all these treaties. Well, treaties are one type of international law, but they're contracts between countries. If a country hasn't signed the treaty, it's not bound. Also, treaties, like all contracts, have wiggle room in their provisions, or they leave out some things. So how do we fill in the gaps? The answer is with customary international law. We first look at state actions, a state's laws, its official government statements and court decisions, and over time the state's practice may develop into a custom. But for a custom to be binding internationally, there have to be enough states that adopt that same practice, and they have to do it because they feel they're required to do so. This is called opinio juris. Now, there's no formula for how many states must accept a particular practice or how long it needs to go on before it becomes binding custom. So discerning what is or isn't international law at any given time is something of an art. It's important to understand that customary international law is applicable to space law because, number one, not all countries have signed the treaties, and number two, the treaties don't address all the issues that come up. The difference is treaty provisions are only binding on countries that sign the treaty. But if a treaty provisions, for example, the Outer Space Treaty Article 1, is followed by many states over time, it can become customary international law binding on all countries, not just the 102 that have signed it, all 193, whether they like it or not. That's the power of customary international law. But it's not easy to spot a rule of customary international law, so in addition to the module, I'm posting a PowerPoint slide that summarizes it nicely. Please take a look at it. Now, about Assignment 3, write an essay on whether you believe debris mitigation guidelines have or have not crystallized into customary international law yet. If so, all countries have to obey them, whether or not they've signed on to them. Use the internet. You'll be surprised how much information you get with well-chosen search phrases. Good luck, and I'll respond in the discussion forum if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.